Encontraram
o saco das bolas.
Encontraste? Não. Encontraste algum caderno? Não. Ah, não lhe perguntaste ainda, para não? Um bloco. Eu ontem deixei o meu bloco em cima da...
Uma baliza.
Em cima de uma baliza, acho eu.
Vamos ver.
Não, eu já fui lá, mas não...
Foste lá? Vocês guardam as bolas. Do Sporting Performance. Olha,
Não, mas eu tinha lá uma folha verde do Regency dentro, lembras-te? Que eu pus lá a marcar o sítio onde estava.
Sim.
Bem, paciência, vamos andando. Tinha. Era usado, era o meu, tinha muito usado. Sim. Bem, deixa estar, Juscelino, deixa estar agora. Olha, posso começar, Juscelino? Ok. Let's resume our session. Resume? Continue? Say? Okay. So, now I'm going to show you my reality, okay? This is an high level, okay? So you need to adapt to your context. I don't think that I think that we can do this with few resources. I think that the will is more important, okay, than the other thing, than the financial resources, okay. So our season is divided in three times, okay. The preparation period of pre-season, the competitive transition period. We can call this other terms, okay, can use other terms, okay, so we can divide this in three periods. Preparation, yes, we can also use this preparation as part of the off-season. Some coaches use this concept, others don't. So then the competitive period, you know, when we are competing, and the transition period, okay. In Christmas, for example, we are in competitive period, then we have a transition period, not holidays, transition period, and then we continue our season. So what do we do? This is in Portuguese because I bought this from the other club. What is this document? This is from 2016, 2017, and the coach at that time sent it to all players, okay, with some guidelines of we are going to do on the first days, okay. So this is very important to know because it's the first contact, okay, to tell the players what are we as coaches expecting from them, okay. So this is one of the main subjects, if you can say, or components, the nutrition, okay. This is the nutrition, okay. This is in Portuguese. So this is a menu that each player must follow to be prepared, okay. This is very important. There are, as you can see, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, okay. Different options, different suggestions, just to improve our performance, okay, inside the ring. And I think, for me, this is one of the most important things for an athlete, okay, the nutrition. We are what we eat, okay. We are from different cultures. We have different kind of meals, food. So we need to adapt this. But the important thing, and that's why I bring this today, is to tell you that this is important. And you need to adapt to your athletes. They need to know that what they eat outside, okay, it's so important as the training session. Do you understand? And I only realized this when I was 30. Until there, I ate everything, okay. So I only realized this, that the importance of this 10 years ago. So, water, very, very important. We had a rule with Paulo Freitas, which is who is the actually is the Portuguese national coach. Uh, we needed to drink water, the same water outside of the unit session as the unit session. So if you drink one liter, we say 1.5 liters on our training session, we needed to drink 1.5 liters outside the session. Okay? After this, during the day, during the day. It's an example. Okay? You can drink more, less. It's important to drink water, to because it's important to be able to the impact, and water is very important for our body. Okay, so also in the beginning of the season they send us, this is our important material. This one, I don't know how to say this in English. Scale. It is important to measure our weight. Okay, polar, a watch where you can record your training session. Okay, and this is a roll. I don't know if you say it's a roll in English. A roll which we use this to warm up and to do recovery sessions. Sorry, thank you. Recovery sessions. Okay, so this is the body assessment. This is mine. Okay, this is mine. Okay. This is from this year, last year, I don't remember. So as you can see, 2023. So 4th August, I arrived with 74.7 kilos. The percentage of water, muscle, many components. Okay. So this is important for you to understand the improving or not of your athletes. Okay, because this is our tool. Do you understand? This is our tool. So we need to be able to make exercise. Okay, it is important, and it's important to do it many times as you wish. We did this 4th August, after only in 2024 May, September, January. Okay. This kind of assessment is done. There's no a perfect day. It's always a surprise. You arrive at the pavilion, hey, body assessment, hey, today, oh no, today no, I had too much. So it is important to do this. So this is also important because this is the management of the intensity of our training. It's usually measured by zones. Okay, if you have a smartwatch, I think that all have this tool. So it is important because when you are planning your training session, you need to know where you want the intensity of the training. Okay, you need to measure. Okay, and this is important. Using this is a Polar. We use this tool, but you can use a normal smartwatch, and you can use. This is also important. The rest, very important. Okay, it's so important as the unit session also. Okay, athletes needs to rest. You're going to the Asiatic. They need to rest between the games. Also, Nuno yesterday talked about the ice bath. We in our club, we every Thursday, 48 hours before the match, we do that. Okay. In the World Championships, we do it every day after the match because it's scientific proven that it makes accelerate the recovery. So it's important. It's also important the sleep. So this is important. So competitive period. Now I think this is very important. Which are the plans? plans are a fundamental part of coach's organization. This is my opinion, okay? As an athlete, they also give the coach credibility, okay? With the players, regardless of whether they are well or poorly structured, okay? Do you know, I, as an athlete, if my coach arrives to the unit session, I realize that he doesn't know what he's doing at a high level, it's not a good feeling. Do you know what I mean? We, or you as coaches, have the ability to and creativity to, at the moment, create an exercise. But if the athlete realizes that you didn't prepare or you have no plans, it can be difficult. It can be hard for you. Okay, so we don't need to have the best software to prepare or to plan the training session. We can use a pencil, a paper, and prepare at home before going to the training session. So then there are three kinds of plans. We have the microcycle, the mesocycle, and microcycle, as Nuno talked yesterday. Nuno uses the microcycle is all season. Okay, we need to prepare this. How do we prepare? When we know the dates of our matches, we can start to prepare the microcycle. Okay, then we need to divide it in small parts, which are called mesocycle. Mesocycle, I think uses 3 months. In our club, we use mesocycles 1 month. Okay, and then there are the microcycles, which are 1 week. Okay, so it is important that the athletes are informed of the microcycle every week in order to confirm the mesocycle or any changes. Okay, so this is a mesocycle, an example. Okay, so I don't know, this is the first week of the year, I don't remember. I put this here, the presentation. So what do we usually do? Unit session 6, gym 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. Then skating training session, normal training session from 10:30 until midday. Okay, so every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and here Saturday there was a tournament, preparation tournament. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks preparation period until the first competition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 first competition, official competition. Okay, so and then the next week we started the championship. Okay, so this is a mesocycle that we can plan to have, I don't know, a picture of what we are going to do the first month. Okay, so then microcycle that we had match here in this day was a recovery training session. We did a swimming pool. We went to the swimming pool to recover, and then we restart or continue. We continue our sessions, our microcycle with gym and skating session. So here, as you can see, video. We do a lot of video sessions. Okay, this is not right because 9 until 10. This is not right because my coach Nuno Lopes usually do this 2 hours. It's a movie. It seems like we are at cinema. So, okay. So this was the last microcycle before the Christmas. We had here a match against Candelaria, and then after the match we do also cryotherapy. Okay, to recover. As you can see, 48 hours before this game, we did also cryotherapy. Okay. I will show you in a few minutes. I will show you. Okay, so other microcycles, just for an example, we played this week with against Sporting. So this is an evolution of the microcycle. What is this? There are colors here. I talked minutes before. That is important to plan the intensity of the training session. You know. So if it's red, it's because it's very intensified, high intensity of training session. Okay. So yellow, medium, green, low. Okay. So and this is important for you as coaches to understand what intensity are you going to improve or are going to put on that session. Okay, because you want players to play here, not here, not here, not here, not here. They need to be able to play here. Okay, that's why it's very important to know what is the intensity of each unit training session. Okay. Okay.
This is a national team, right?
No, 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 no. This is my team. This is my team, not club. This is my club.
Why I'm asking that because of the time. Are they're senior?
Yes, my team, me. This is my reality.
Because of the time, 9 to 10, 10 to 12, they, yes, they only do this.
Gym session.
But that's their main, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, we are all professional.
What do you do after the midday?
I work. After the midday, I go to lunch and I have to work. I'm a teacher. I'm teacher. So from 2 a.m. from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. I have another work, and then I have my company, Team Performance, which takes me a lot of time.
How could you imagine a microcycle of a world championship, or in our case, an Asian championship, with 7 days with 6 games?
So, but before the preparation period,
No, no.
during, I think that you need to prepare your athletes for that moment. So it is very important. First of all, the rest. It is very very important between the games, and then you need to manage your players. You need to understand what are your goals and what are the main matches. Understand? Let me give you an example. It's a very good question. We in Angola, we knew that last World Championship we were in the same group as Portugal, Argentina, and USA. USA. We knew that it was very difficult to win Portugal and win against Argentina. So we needed to win against USA, and they were confident. They were very confident that they could win us. So, what did Runeto? What he managed to that game? The players for that game against USA, and we won 9-0. I don't remember. Okay, so then Wednesday was a rest day, and Thursday we needed to be able. We played against Italy. We almost win. Okay, but we lost. It was the team of the organizers, so it was difficult. But no, but they played very well. So it is important to decide what are the moments that you need your players in the best conditions. Okay, I don't know. You are going to play against, say, I don't know, China Taipei. I don't know. I don't have no idea. It's an easier match. You can manage. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, but
No,
you,
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Okay.
Hong Kong is, well,
Okay.
they are starting. It's an easy match
Okay.
in principle.
So
in theory.
that match you need to manage.
It's the first match.
So you don't need to put them playing 50 minutes. Okay. You need to understand that probably you need to prepare your players for the second day, Thursday. Okay.
Second
And
day rest day.
it's a rest day.
Because they have a rest day. All the teams have a rest day.
Okay. And your rest day is second day.
Macau is second day. Hong Kong is the last day, actually. Huh?
First day?
And the girls of Australia is the first day.
Yeah. So this is important. It's important to manage this. You understand what are your match. Your match. You understand? You need to put all that match. Okay. It's not easy. It's the role of the coach to understand this. Okay. Yes. For example, other example. But you can't think in this way. You can think in the match against Hong Kong has opportunity to score. You lost a world championship by goals. So this can be also important. No, this is the reality. You need to understand this. You need to plan this. You need to predict these kind of things.
Because
Okay.
we have another reality.
Mhm.
Hong Kong don't have this reality, and probably Australia also not.
Mhm.
In our senior team, we will have 4 players from the junior team also
Okay.
playing both championships.
Okay. Ah.
2 goalkeepers and 2
Your team.
4 that will play in under 19 and on senior.
At the same time, at the same week. Not easy to manage that. Okay. Not easy.
Use them more as a backup.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Maxim and Johnny. No.
That we need to rotate and see for each game.
You need to pay attention for this situation.
Very difficult reality to manage.
Yes. No, not easy.
This year for the first time actually. Basically because of the goalkeeper. We don't have good senior goalkeeper. So we have to use the junior one.
Yeah. So this was the last microcycle of my season, this season, the last season. So we finished the championship. We lost against Benfica, and then we still train for 3. So it's important also. You can see we did skating sessions only 1 hour, 2 hours. In here there were an activity. Okay, so it's different. Okay, plan a unity session. Okay, this is in Portuguese. I will send you this later. This is my document. This is my Excel. What I use. Okay, to plan sessions, training sessions. This was a session that I did to the under 17, under 19 levels. Okay, in Portugal, which I was helping the coach because I was interested also to improve my skills as coach. Okay, and what do I want you to see here? I want that I have the unit, the level, the date, the week, okay, and what are the goals of this training session, the time of each exercise, the explanation of the exercise, the main goals of the exercise, and I usually use a figure to show what I'm going to do. It is important. Okay, we planned this. I planned this, but when I want to put that in reality, I realized that I didn't do this because I had no time. Okay, so we need to adapt. Okay, I'm going to show you. I started with this exercise, which they were playing. This is a warm-up. Okay, they were playing 2 teams. Okay, so I'm here giving always feedback. They only can score ball in the air. Okay, to touch ball in the air. Okay, so, and I was always giving to them feedback. Okay, and there was another rule. They only can make goal, they only can score if all the team pass the middle. Okay? Why do I use this rule? Because I want that all of them participate. If I don't put this rule, use this rule, they are 3 here passing the ball in the air and the others are here resting. Okay? And I want that everyone runs in front, okay? Forward, okay? So this is one rule that I always use. I use also the chrono, okay? With at this time it wasn't the time because I was using the smartwatch, but I use also the chrono to do the result, okay? To improve the competition, okay?
好龍門咧，唔係佢就話識嘅，全部海勢，全部海勢半戰格。
Here, one touch, he couldn't score, so he needed to pass, wait for the colleagues, the teammates, and he scored, okay? So, then, why did I put this cut here in this video? Because when I'm at the training, I like to be in the center of the cycle, okay? And I think that is very important to be there, and I think that 1 minute is enough to explain the exercise, okay? No more than 1 minute. We need to be clear to explain to our athletes and start the exercise, okay? This exercise was, I was doing that with hands because I wanted that they compete. There were numbers, and I screamed 2, and there was a couple. We are number 2, and we need to start running and compete for the ball and start warming up the goalkeepers. Okay. Then I changed the exercise. Instead of screaming, I used my hands. So they needed to be with head up. Okay. As you can see, I'm using my arm, and they do 1 against 1, okay? And the keepers are always changing, okay? Are always changing. Okay?
球證嘅手，唔係球證，就
Okay. They lost, so they need to do some push-ups, okay? And we need to wait. Oh, look at this. They are playing each other. That's the funny part of the training session. I don't know why this stopped, okay? Let's continue. Okay. Okay. Again, this is another exercise of the same unit session. So I was, as you can see, in the center of the cycle, and I was explaining. But now I'm going to show them how to do the exercise. Can you please tell me one bad thing here in this video? Can you see or can you detect any error or? Yeah. Players behind me, okay, it's an error, but I'm not using skates. This day, I forgot my skates. And for me, it is very important for a coach use skates because we can demonstrate the exercise. I don't know, I think this is very important. And now I'm going to show how to do the exercise. Just a moment. Oh, I know, this I didn't show, but I put this. Okay, no problem. So here I didn't put the video, but I usually make an example. So this exercise is agility, 1 against 1, okay? Simple exercise, okay? Giving feedback, they go, okay? Ball in the center, agility. This needs to do an indirect movement. I don't know how to say in English, but we cannot do the movement in a linear way. We need to always do this. I want to receive the ball here, I'm playing in a match. My colleague has the ball there. I want to receive the ball here. I cannot stay here waiting for the ball. No, I need to do this and come here. Always. My exercises, they always need to do this. Okay? They don't start point zero. Understand? They need always to do movement. Okay,
That comes back to
so
reality in the game. You're simulating the reality in the game of getting the defender to move
always,
away and then
always,
come back to the space.
yes, always. Now this comes to a 2 against 2. As you can, did you see the exercise? Okay, it finished like 2 against 2. Now it's another exercise. I was working the corridors. Okay, with a block here. I call this a false block. I don't know if the correct way to express, but it's a false block. So I have the ball here. I want to go there. So that player, I'm going to show you here. This is the defense. So I want to attack that goal. I simulate that I'm going to do a block here, but before I arrive there, I go away. And this would wants to change. Okay? In the end, this goes enter, and the two defenders come to the ball, and the other one is alone. Porto does this movement a lot of times. Carlos Di Benedetto. Okay? And I would like to to do this, to train this. So I'm explaining them what they need to do. Okay? They need to do an indirect movement. Okay? And the pass was very important in this movement. I was telling them that I want to pass forward, in front of me, not behind, forward, because I just want to touch the ball. Okay? Here the timing was not good. Okay? The timing is very important. Look at the other. I am telling him that he needs to see the ball always. He cannot make the block like this. He needs to block like this. Okay? He needs to see the ball. Do you understand this movement? Okay. So now senior level, my reality. What do we do in gym? Mobility. Okay? We go to the gym at 9 a.m. and first of all we need to do this kind of exercise, mobility. Okay? You can do this everywhere. Everywhere. You don't need a gym. You can do it here. Okay? Okay, some exercises. I'm going to put them all at the same time. Cat camel, as we do last training session. That movement, okay, there are a lot of movements that you can do. And this one I'm going to put again. So just this is a warm-up, okay? It's to prepare our body to the training session. After this, we usually do a bike session, 30 minutes, 40 minutes of bike session, okay? Bike. We always do also this, core, okay? Core, abdominals, we say, okay? We do always this kind of exercises a lot because it's very important for our sport. Okay? Technical skills, very important. Always doing this. Okay? Can you realize that here my feet are stopped, okay? And here we change the exercise, okay? This gives us as athletes confidence, improve the skill, the technical skill, warm up. It is very important, okay? Okay, the other exercise, remember that I told you, we can do this with our kids and at senior level, no problem. Change side, more difficult. This is, I don't know if you know this guy, it's Remy. He plays for the France national team. Okay. Okay. So, another exercise, warm up, very important. 3 teams, okay, but 2 teams against 1, 6 against 3. So, we only can touch the ball 2 times, okay, 2 touches. So, this is good to warm up, to improve our decision making, okay? We need to be fast thinking, okay? Not only as when we are attacking, but also when we are defending, okay? And you can do this with your young kids, 3 touches, for example, okay? If they can't do it in 2 touch, you need to adapt the exercise for your context, okay? This is a simple warm-up. What do I want you to see in this exercise? We are warming up the goalkeepers. We cannot do this, what I'm doing more or less. We need to be faster. We need to change direction. It is important, okay? Always changing directions, okay? I'm going to see me. So here, what am I going to do? I'm going to accelerate, okay? But I need to change my direction, because in the game, when I'm doing this, I change direction. Why don't I do this on my training session? Okay? So,
Direction and velocity.
yeah, and velocity, yes. So, one exercise that you can use also, reducing the ring, okay? So, the first player passed 1 by 1. Okay, start. Intensity, okay. 1 against 1, okay, next one. And we are competing, okay? There are here the result. We are competing. This is a war, okay? This is a war.
And you can shoot in any goal.
Yeah, you can shoot in any goal, okay? So the keepers must pay attention, okay? They can't be relaxed.
Keepers are their own field.
We are always. So, other exercise. So, first touch shot, we left the ball, pass, shot, and 1 against keeper, okay? So, we are improving our first touch shot, and we are warming up the goalkeeper, okay? Competing. Same time, we are competing. Then, we finish this part, and we went to the other part of the field, the ring, to start another exercise. So it is very intense, you know? We need to be always thinking as athletes, okay? So here is ball possession, okay? And this is important because when we are playing, we need to be able to possess the ball, you know? So this is, and you can do this with your kids, your athletes, under 14, under 16. You can do this. It's very easy, okay? If you want to improve their skills, reduce the ring, okay? And it's more, you work your physical ability. So this is another one. We pass the ball, first touch shot, as you can see, okay? What? Have you seen this movement? Let me put it here. Sorry. Not this one. Watch this. Watch this player here. Have you seen? He needed to adapt the movement. Okay, the pass wasn't good. He needed to adapt. So this is simple. Reduce the ring, 1 against 1. First touch shot. Okay. Now we change side. Okay. This is very simple. Okay. The pass is important. Also the keeper. The movement is important. Now improvement. So 1 against keeper, 1 against 1. So we finished the exercise, we need to defend. We are attacking and now we are defending. We need to be able to think every moment, okay? and now 2 against 1, okay? For the other side, okay, 1 against 1, he shot. I needed to go behind the goal to receive the ball, like the joker, and 2 against 1. Again. Why is this good? Because you are always dynamic, okay? You don't stop, and you can do this for, I don't know, 6 minutes, okay? And it's good.
Changing.
Yes, you are always changing, like in the game. You in the game, you are attacking, you are defending, you need to I don't know, you need to run, to pass and cut. So you need to provide this kind of exercise at a senior level, okay? So we, as I told you before, we need to put our concepts in different scenarios, okay? So full ring, this is a very simple exercise. So actually we play in 30 meters, okay? We have no longer that line, I don't know how to say in English, but we have no longer. So we can play all over the field. So look at me. I have 3 times attacking me, and I need to defend. I need to push them to the side. Okay. So this is important to the player which is attacking and the player which is defending. Okay. And he needs to go out. Okay. This is a movement which passed a lot in the game. Okay. This is the game. Actually, this is the game. Okay. Again, 3 times. Okay. You can do it 2 times or whatever you want. Okay. So. And why is this defense using the body like this? Because he knows that our model system has another player here. So he wants to push the guy who is attacking to this side, because he knows if the guy who has the ball goes for this side to the middle, then another teammate who help him. Do you understand? Do you understand this concept? Okay. So here is an evolution of the exercise. 2 against 2, the same, but he couldn't pass, so he needed to go there, and then we will finish with 2 against 1 to that side. Okay. We want the ball, and we need to attack to the other side. Okay. It's the same, but finish 2 against 1. He tried to pass, he couldn't pass. 1 against 2, he need to pass the ball. Okay, he reached pass the ball, so now 2 against 2. Okay, that pass. So then he needs to attack 2 against 1. Okay. How do we apply this? This is important, okay? But we need to understand, we need to tell our players how to apply this. Okay, practical application. In the game, we will see that we will try to attack the corridors, okay? It doesn't mean that we are going to be successful, but we tried to do it, okay? So, it is important that you as coaches provide exercises with practical application and explain that to our athletes, okay? Because if the athletes don't understand why they are doing that exercise, they will ask you, okay? Again, reduce the drink, okay? 2 against 1 with the concepts that we have, okay? The defense must attack the guy who has the ball, the player who has the ball. Okay. So 2 against 1. Okay. Needs to go. Shot. The other 2. Come on. So this is very fast. We need to be always in the game. Okay. This is the same, but it's a different scenario. Okay. First touch shot. We train this a lot because it's important to be prepared in the game to shot. Okay. Only one touch. So 2 against 2. But now what do we do here? We divide. One team against other team, okay? And the green one and the orange one cannot pass the middle line to the other side. If you want to play this side, you need to pass the ball, okay? So it is important to head up, always running, prepared to attack and to defend, okay? This is the goal of this exercise.
Ou seja, a outra parte só começa o jogo, the other part only starts the game when the ball goes to the...
No, you are always playing. So you have the ball here. Just imagine. He catch the ball.
Yeah, that's...
He can score.
Yeah, but they cannot pass the middle.
No, they cannot. They can't.
They have to wait until someone passes the ball to the other.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So now with jokers, okay? There's a rule. To attack the goal, we need to pass first to a joker and then he needs to give us the ball again and then we can attack. If the ball, they cannot go out from the area, and if the ball goes out here, they can touch, and we need to start on the other side. So we need to pass, to pay attention for our pass. Yeah.
When you do these exercises, you restrict the joker that they're not allowed to score.
They are not allowed to score, jokers. They are not allowed. They only can make passes. And we change. I don't know. We do this 2 minutes. It's enough. It's very hard. 2 minutes. It's too much. Okay. So 2 minutes maximum at this level. You can use this using, I don't know, 1 minute. 1 minute is enough. Okay. It's very hard. So then you as coaches need to prepare and to tell your players how are you going to play, and you need to define your attack systems and defense team systems. You need to define the concepts, okay? So we, in my reality, we have, as I said before, we have 5 attack systems and 4 defense systems, okay? I'm not going to show you all. I'm going to show you very quickly, just you to understand how do we play. So, game attack system. We usually attack system is this one. We are attacking from here. Okay. So attack system is this. 1, 2, 3. We call this 1, 2, 1. Okay. And from here, there's a lot of movements we can do. Okay. We usually start the ball here, and this is very important player. This usually what do he needs to do? He come here to make a block. Okay, so this receive the ball and play here 2 against 2. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because when this player goes from here to here, there's a lot of space here. Okay, and this one waits here. If his defense come here to help, he can use this corridor. Okay, there are a lot of variations. Okay, we are not going to talk about all of them, but just you to know, we start like this, 1, 2, 1, and from here we can do a lot of things. The idea is to use the corridors, the middle, okay, to improve 2 against 2 or 1 against 1. Okay, I'm going to show you now here. I think we can see this clearly. So 1, 2, 1 block, as I said before, and I use that, and this can to help the other cut. Okay? There are a lot of variations.
The other levels also have the system.
Yes. U17 and U19 use this system also. Okay? They try in Tomar, they try to use the same systems as the senior level. Okay? Just because if some player of U17 or U19 come to give us an end, okay, it is important that he knows what he's doing, okay, what to do, okay. So this is very important. Second system, I think that you all know this system. This is not the traditional, but I think that everyone knows this. It's two, okay, middle, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This, pass the ball and cut. But this movement is very important. Why? Because usually this player come here and goes or go back. No, this is not right. This is not right. When he passes the ball, he needs to come here, down. Why? To create more space. Okay? And then this comes here to receive the ball. And we do this 2, 3, 4 times. We don't need to do this 10 times. Okay? Why do we do this? To create order. Our sport is very fast. So we need to create order. It says that everyone needs to know what to do in what moment, okay? So when I see my teammate making this, I know the system, okay? System 2, okay, I know where I need to be. Second time, I need to do this 3, 4 times to create order, to know where I'm going to receive the ball or where the block is, okay? So we don't need to think too much, and we do this in an automatic way, okay? Example. I know this is the other, sorry. This is the 3, sorry. Yeah, okay. So what are we doing? Pass the ball, he needed to cut, he want a block. So we came here, pass, okay, no, let's start again. He was. Then we have a lot of combinations. We can also use the diagonal, okay? Because we are creating very space here. So we can use the diagonal, okay? We can use also this block. So this can come here to shot, okay? To create this space and shot. And when we do this block, those players know that they need to come here. One to here, another to here. Okay? So when we do this 2 times, we know that something is going to happen. Okay? So why is this so important? So everyone needs to know how to do it and where is the correct position. Okay? Okay. So next level. This is a system that I'm going to show you. This is attack system 3, okay? I think this is wrong, let me see. No, this is not correct. No, sorry, I failed, this is not correct. This is not the right video. I didn't want to show you this. Let me pass. No, because, let me show you, just a moment. As you can see here, I can talk about this, no problem. Can you see how the defense is? can you realize what they are doing? This is a zone system, a defense zone system. Okay. We are the only team at the moment which does this kind of defense. Okay. There are others they do, but it's different. They are zone. We do this a different way. I can show you. This is my coach Nuno Lopes started to do this, and it's different from the others. It's not easy to do. What is the? Obrigado, António. Obrigado. So what do? We are attacking here, one defense here, other here, 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 okay? So, the other team usually put like this, okay? So, we define the attack areas. We want to win the ball here, or here, okay? And this system, the base is we don't want to stay with the ball many times. We want the ball and we want to attack the other goal. 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, it's our goal. We use this when to change the game, okay, and or when we are losing, okay. So, what is the idea? Imagine that the ball is here, this player starts to approach with the stick here, okay? Then he approaches. When he passes the ball for here, this player jumps for here, without fear. No, without fear, he goes. And then this goes too. This must close this space, and this is irresponsible for this space. Okay? This seems easy to do, but it's very hard to do it. Okay? It's very hard. I'm going to show here. This was a little bit different. As you can see, I'm here. This is me. So I'm cutting the pass from here. I cannot let the pass arrive here. And then he changed the way he pass and cut. This can change our defense, but we need to pay attention. The concept is always the same, okay? So, he passed, and this must go, and too late, okay? Too late, okay, but we won the ball where we want. Now we need to attack the other goal. We didn't, so it wasn't good. We started to, okay, so again, okay, have you see that he catch the ball there? The other play was not this, was this play that catch the ball, because he knows that he needs to go backward, okay? Okay, I'm going faster. Now I'm going to show you the defense system, okay? Okay, we have 4 defense system. We usually use 3. Defense system 2, that is the traditional system. We press the player who has the ball, normal, until here, the middle, okay? So this is the normal defense system. As you can see, press the. You can ask, do we change or we don't? We don't change. We usually don't change. Okay? It's our concept. Sometimes we need to change. Obviously, if there's a block, we change. but we usually don't change player, okay? Now, we were working the more or less how to go out from a pressure, okay? This is how we attack when they are pressing us, okay? Okay, let's start. Defense system 2, okay? Pressing the player who has the ball, trying to pass, we change here, okay? It's not the right thing to do. We don't, we usually don't pressing the man, okay? Okay, so this is the normal system. Claro que sim, força.
When is the time that I know teams they play different. When is the time where a team player will be nearby by the defense area, the last man for the defense area?
Desculpa, vai ter que repetir, Juscelino, por favor.
When would be the time?
Yes.
Say if they are rotating like this now, and there's always one guy that will be standing behind there.
When you are attacking,
When you are attacking, but you are defending, but attacking center, but there will be a last man that will be either on there or in the middle or the back, but always nearby the defense area.
so we use that man we call pivot only in attack system 3, okay? When we attack 3 here, rotating, and one man here or here, okay? When we
Not on attacking time. They are attacking. Say they are attacking there,
okay,
and suddenly you always have a man that will drop back here.
it depends on the system,
Yeah.
but you are talking about the attack,
Attacking.
The
When they
attack.
are attacking, but because they will pass back.
okay?
It's meant to.
Ah,
Fast forward.
for shooting. So you are talking about also about that exercise you have done before.
Doing this as a
Yes, it depends on the defense. It depends on the player that receives the ball, because I can tell you, I usually do that. Okay, we are rotating in system 2 or system 3, and I come back to give to have more space. And when he passed me the ball, I go. There's no exactly moment. Okay, the moment is when our teammates are in the good positions. Okay, because when I receive the ball, I have the responsibility of the ball. You need to give to your players that responsibility. He only can attack if your team is prepared for the attack. If you cannot allow your players to attack when they want. No, that's not right.
No, because I'm asking this is just for
No,
some
no.
curiosity, but because I'm this kind of player, like if your teammates doesn't know this kind of thing, even you're standing there.
But you need to teach them. They need to know when to attack.
Only a
If
couple of players they know they.
imagine this situation. Imagine that I have the ball and I shoot from here. I shoot from here. But my teammates are there on that side, and the keeper defend the ball, and the ball go there and alone to the keeper. Who has the fault? Who has the fault? The fault? No. Who is quem é que tem a culpa?
Whose fault it is.
Who's the fault it is? Understand what I mean?
The mistake.
Quem é que cometeu o erro? A culpa é de quem? É dos jogadores que estavam lá atrás ou do que rematou?
Na minha opinião, não vai ser culpa.
Não digo culpa, responsabilidade. Mudamos a palavra. Responsabilidade. Who has the responsibility in this case?
Normally would be the last man having the ball.
For me, it's everyone. Everyone has a responsibility. But for me, the player who has the ball needs to understand where are the others. Okay? It's his decision. Okay? We have the concept. We are respecting the concept? Yes, no. No, okay. We are not respecting. But imagine that you are respecting the concept. So, if you shoot from here and the keeper defend the ball and go one against the keeper, something went wrong. Okay, so but
Yeah, but in this concept, the difference is this: in maybe the top leagues or in Europe, they will use this kind of tactics a lot.
Okay.
But in Asia,
Mhm.
you maybe know, maybe in Australia or also very challenging for the coach itself to make sure that
You need to order your team, okay, but you need to also to let them play and expose their creativity, and you need to provide some movement to 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 improve their creativity and to take advantage of their creativity of some players. Do you know what I mean? You need to do it. Keep it simple. Always keep it simple. Okay? It's the best way to improve the performance. Okay? So what you was asking is very important. First of all, everyone needs to know what they are doing in the ring. Okay? So if there are 3 players on that corner, you have to see. Okay, did we decided that is the right thing to do? No. So no, something is wrong. Second example, 3 players there, something went wrong, but why did he shoot? Second moment, okay?
It's not on. Start again.
Okay? So if the team wasn't prepared for the shoot, he couldn't shoot. Why did he shoot? Is he also has the responsibility of that decision? Okay? He cannot decide. Okay, I'm going to shoot because I think that I'm going to score. I think that I'm going to score. Okay? And the other teammates. Okay, it's not like this. Okay? So the decision is very important. Okay?
We have sort of a set move to try and get a defence
Mhm.
out of position because we think this is going to make this defender move to here. But if the defender doesn't move to where we want him to be, then everyone knows, okay, it's not on. Start again. Start again.
Yeah, and start until you get the right position. Okay, so this is defense system 2, very easy. This is defense system 4. Okay, we are attacking 1 to 1, as I said before. As you can see, 1 to 1. This is a different kind of. We are rotating 1 to 1, but we are rotating. For what? To create the situation 1 against 1. Okay. Again. It's me. I stopped. Start again. Let's go. Let's start again. Okay. 1, 2, 1. Attack system 1, as we said before. Okay. We have the ball. We cannot lose the ball.
this was actually what I mentioned. Is when the position of like this,
Mhm.
moving, then the last guy will be always the person development of the technical
Yeah.
design.
But we do this on purpose, to attack 1 against 1.
But the concept in here in Asia, they develop.
But you can put your players just a moment like this, and if you have a creative player who is has a very good technical skill, you can provide a movement for him, and everyone knows that when he's on that position and the ball arrives, they all know that he is going to do 1 by 1, and everyone knows what to do at that moment. Okay, we do that. Okay, at this level. So a lot of teams actually are playing like you are saying before, like you said before, 1 to 1. Benfica, Porto, a lot of teams. 1, 2, 1, attacking from here. When I know in this movement, what do we want? We want to create a space for 1 against 1. When we play against Benfica, they are all very good. They are all very good. But there are some players which are not so good defending. So we need to know who are them and provide this movement to attack them, to damage them. Do you know? And we need to understand this. So we rotate, and when my defense is the player who I know that is weakest, I attack him, and all the other ones knows what to do. Okay? In Asia, the reality is different, but you can use this tactical system, for example, to create space, to increase your ball possession. Okay? And do this, you rotate, and then you have a very fast player. You put him here, rotate, and when he receives the ball here, the other ones know that need to clear the space, and he can do 1 against 1. Okay, and the others, we need to put 1 and second post, and the others know that they need to defend. Simple. Okay? Simple here in this board, but when we need to do it, it's more complicated.
Yeah, we have the last man back doesn't dribble. But the concept is, as that player's coming forward, someone coming back behind him.
So here, what we are doing, we are pressing. Okay, let me see. Okay, defense system 4. They need to press. Okay, just a moment. As we are going to lose the ball. Okay, no, just a moment. So this system is based on a pressing area. Let me check. We are rotating, as I said before, trying to get the weakest defense, so we can create some space. Okay. We didn't reach that goal, so start again. Okay, pass center, cut. Okay, again, ball behind. He's asking for space. Okay, trying to pass. Okay, we didn't attack. Again, ball possession, movement. Okay, 2 touches. Okay, ball, pass and cut. Okay. Trying to do the block, rotating again. Okay, he attacked. So here, can you see this defense system 4 is to press on those area. Okay, so this is the main concept of the defense system 4. We reach to pass the middle. Okay, success, but it's impossible. Quanto for, diz-me. Okay. So the idea of our defense system is a little bit different. This guy needs to push this for here to the fence. Okay, and this has to attack here. 2 against 1. It's the idea. It's not a man-to-man defense. It's more or less a man-to-man and a zone defense. He's alone on purpose, because we want that he pass the ball here for him to catch the ball. We do it on purpose. This system is a system with a lot of we need to be very well prepared and coordinated. Okay, the idea is to rob the ball as fast as we can. Okay. Okay, so he could pass, he needs to help.
The defense system 4 that they applied then, are they essentially being that box zone?
A box zone, yes, box zone. Yeah, it seems like this, more or less, but it's not a zone, it's an individual with zone. This is a little bit different concept. I know it could be a little bit hard to understand first sight, but we do this for 2 years. It's not easy to understand this at the first time. So I just want you to show that there are a lot of option systems that you can adapt to your reality. Okay, this cannot be good for you, for example, because we need to be very well coordinated. Okay, you have the Asian games in 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Probably you cannot use this system because players don't know, they are not coordinated. But you can use this system. It's more simple. Okay? You know.
Japanese women's team is that and rock the ball.
So let's continue. So this is what we do, video observation. We do a lot of video observation. It's very hard, but it's one of the activities that has been developed the most over the years. Actually, there are people that are contracts for the clubs, biggest clubs, Sporting, Porto, just only to do this role. Yeah. A Jasmine, olha, perdeu uma oportunidade de ser contratada. So, it is many practical effects and allows for individual and group corrections. Do you know that this is very important to correct individually? I think when I'm playing, I'm the best player in the world. We all think like this. Hey, it's natural. But when the coach come here, but I did this. No, watch the video, and you realize that the yeah, probably there was or not. But this is very important. Also to observe the others. Okay. What do we do? I'm not going to show you all this video because it's too long. But we were going to play against São Joanense, and the last game was São Joanense against Benfica. Okay. Why do we watch this game? Because Benfica defends similar like to us and was in pavilion of São Joanense. That was the contest that we are going to find. Okay. So we were observing how they attack. They like to provide one against one, okay? And we needed to do something to fix it, okay? They play open with a lot of space, two inside, two outside, always two defending. So we need to understand what they are doing. Okay? And they always shoot from the middle. Okay? Put the ball on the pivot. Okay? So this is these are some examples. Now against Porto. Okay? The block on the corridor. I put this in on purpose, Antonio. Huh? Roll. Okay, so this is okay for. Fazem muito. As you can see, pass, block, cut, receive the ball. So they do this movement because there are some custom movements, model movements that every teams does. Okay, so this is against Juventude Viana. Okay, another team, another context, just to understand. And we watch this every week. Okay. May I change? May I? Yeah. So you can see the defender. So they are always providing this movement on the corridor for one against one to explore the corridor. Okay. Shoot. Oh, look, 1-2-1. Okay. to provide the 1-against-1. Okay, now 2, block, cut, corridor. Okay, there's always a model. Okay, there's always a model, as you can see and you observe. Okay, I'm going to faster. So these are the other important movements. The direct, how do I say direct? This is important not only for the keeper but also for the players. Okay. In this match, they scored. Bargallo scored, I don't know, 3-4 goals direct. Tac. Different ways always. Look, head up. Tac. Another one. So this is important for the keeper to understand how to defend this. Okay? Tac, another one. So, and then Howard to understand how the keeper moves. Okay?
Because of the player of football.
Yes. Marcou? Okay. These are the video observation. Okay, game day. What do we do in our game day? First of all, the coach sent us the plan. Okay. This case we are going to play against Murches, which is a team in Cascais. So, which has the information, the day, the referees, the concentration time in Tomar, in the pavilion, and a lot of information that we as players need to know to understand how it's going to happen, how will be our day. Okay? So then, I don't know, how do I say this, convocatória? I don't know. The call. This is the call, okay? So all the players for that match, and then this is what I do before the match. Okay, I'm always doing this with light to prepare myself. Not only me, I put my videos, but I started to doing this at the end of the season. Everyone wants to do this. Everyone. So this is to improve agility and to prepare. Okay, for them. Yeah, the focus. And now this communicates done by WhatsApp. We use this channel, okay? So nothing. Okay, transition period. We are almost finishing. Okay, I'm going to send you this after. You can use it. This is for senior level. Okay, this is our training, training plan exactly. So we do the mobility as usual. Then we do core, abdominal. Okay. Then we do the bike or running, and then we do the strength. Okay, 3, 4, 5 exercises. Okay, and this is for the first day. Then second day, always the same mobility. Core is negotiable. Is that right? This word. So then bike, different times. Okay, different times, different periods of rest, and then strength. If we train lower level, next day we train upper level, and third day we train full body. Okay, it could be a way to do everything. Second day, third day, I'm going to faster. Okay, this is my journey of season and of rings. what do I usually do? So I usually do this kind of exercise, okay, to train my agility, velocity, and skating skills, okay. I also need to train my skating skill. It's very important, okay. You can do 3 times each side, 6 times, you know what you want. So I like to do this exercise to improve my velocity, okay, because I think that it's very important, the first 3-4 steps. And I always put the ball, okay, always the ball to finish it, to give me some motivation, okay. I also need motivation to do this. So I like this very much with the lights, because I think that tool is very important. We need a visual stimulus. Thank you. Okay, so touch, go behind, touch. This is how we defend. We go, oh, we need to go, oh, okay. So, skating skills, I'm training velocity, agility, okay, understand? And at final, shoot. Here it's similar. We can do this. Always go behind, because, I failed. Always go behind, because it's like we are defending. We go forward and backward, so it's very important. Okay, finish, tack. Okay, so now I change the game. I only can react for the blue color, okay? It's an improvement. Blue color, green color doesn't matter, so. "30 seconds doing this, reaction to various colors, agility, shooting." So if you do this, you can use cones with different colors, okay? You don't need to buy this, okay? So again, technical skills, we have already seen this. So technical skills, so simple as this. So slowly.
You can do this with different balls.
Yeah. So with one hand, only one hand. Now change. And this is individual skill, individual skill. It's important to improve, okay? So outside the ring, what do I usually do? Nuno can say that this week I like to run, because I think that is very important to create a basis. You know, our athletes are not prepared if we don't create a basis of physical component. You know, and I think that running and bike is very important to create a base. Then, no, I one day I do running, another day I go my bike. Yes. So I cannot train every day on a pavilion, so I have to be creative. So I go for somewhere and I ask my dad or someone who can help me. I'm training, he passed me the ball. Why am I using the stick? Because it's very important to have the stimulus of the stick, the contact of the stick, okay? And I'm also training my physical skills, my technical skills, agility, pass at the same time, okay? So you can do this with your players. It's very easy to do this, okay? So the same other exercise, waiting for the color, reacting, pass the ball. It was almost raining, my guess. You know. Okay. Some exercise the same. Okay. So other exercise, touch the light without skates. For you can see that we can do this in very well. Okay. This is very important for me. This is dedication, sacrifice, and overcoming. Okay. Isn't just about training hard or playing hard at the weekend. Okay. It's a daily choice. And this is our role as coaches to educate our players. Okay? You need to ask them what they want to do. You want to be a player or you don't want to be a player. So if you want to be a player, you have to know that it's all about commitment, discipline, and resilience. Okay? Even when no one is watching. That's the principle, the main moment. Okay? I'm not going to read this. Great organizational culture, which provides this kind of behaviors. Okay? I'm not going I can tell you, this is not a very linear trajectory. In 2011, I faced one of my difficult moments of career. I suffered an injury. So I almost didn't go to Argentina. to Argentina. So it's very difficult. Why? Because mental skill, it's very important. Okay, it's very important. As coaches, we need to provide the best policies for athletes to reach the top. I'm going to show a video.
Which is what I think is your great gift.
I would have to correct it. I would have to correct it. It's not a gift. It's something that comes with work. Because conscious breathing is a big part, especially in the moments when potentially I don't like this kind of a mindset that I see a lot in sports. Like just think positive thoughts, be optimistic. There's no room for failure and stuff like this. It's impossible. You are a human being. The difference, I guess, between the guys who are able to be biggest champions and the ones that are struggling to get to the highest level is the ability to not stay in those emotions for too long. So as soon as I experience it, I acknowledge it, I maybe, burst, I scream on the court, whatever happens, but then I'm able to bounce back and reset.
This is very easy to say, very easy to see. But when we are in the game, at the final, remaining 5 minutes, our hand starts to shaking. It's true. Everyone. It passes with everyone, with every players in the world. So this is very important to train. We need to provide in training sessions context similar to the matches. You can make a match in the training session, saying to your players, you are losing for, I don't know, 2-0, 2-0, and you're remaining 5 minutes. You are trying to promote this situation. They are training also the mental skill, okay? The mental strength, okay? I'm not going to do this. I'm going to almost finish. So this is very important, actually, okay? I'm going to finish. This is very important. Athletes and their relationship with media, okay? You are coaches of younger ages, so this is very important, okay? Nowadays we live in a demanding context in terms of social pressure, and we have to pay attention of this team, okay? I'm going to pass.
Joining us now, Dr. Tip, mental performance consultant. Thank you for joining us. I want to know, how do you see that social media is impacting individual pro athletes today?
Well, I think the very first thing is the interpersonal skills, because they're always on their devices. Everything is about what they're reading, what they're seeing, what they're hearing right at their fingertips, and therefore there's not a lot of self-awareness. They come right out of games, they instantly get on their cell phones, and they're instantly reading what people have to say about them. Back in the day, when I played, you had to wait in line for the payphone. And by the time you got up to the payphone, you're like, I don't know, I think this is really about me. I think I need to go figure some things out for myself. And you looked in the mirror and you made the changes. And so those interpersonal skills and the self-awareness they're really struggling with that.
While you were waiting in line, you were talking to a real person, face to face, creating a bond. We're seeing today that these athletes, they can't focus, they can't have those conversations face to face, like you mentioned. They can't cope properly with criticism they see on social media. What do you tell those athletes who may be struggling, feeling that anxiety?
Well, first, why are you feeling anxiety? You don't feel anxiety unless you're thinking things. So what are you actually thinking? What if you really knowledge? Sometimes in journaling and just getting it out of your head, because staying inside of your head is never a good place to be by yourself. And so once they identify what is it, it's finding that very small niche. I call it your box. Who's in your box? Whose opinions really matter? And just staying true to that and listening to them. But really looking in the mirror and saying, who am I? Or what am I about? And just really finding that identity and taking and holding true to that.
I mean, we're seeing some recent examples where athletes can't seem to step away from their cell phones. Just recently in the NBA, two Philadelphia Sixers players, Joel Embiid, Amir Johnson, spotted on the bench during a playoff game looking at a cell phone. Johnson later did say that his daughter wasn't feeling well.
This is our reality, eh?
Was there during the game.
NBA.
Arizona Cardinals new head coach Cliff Kingsbury, he is implementing cell phone breaks during meetings. He says, quote, you start to see kind of hands twitching and legs shaking, and you know they need to get that social media fix. So we'll let them hop over there and then get back in the meeting to refocus. What do you make of these types of examples we're seeing at the professional level?
We're in trouble, Coy. We are absolutely in trouble. Here's the thing, I'm okay with giving a little. They love their cell phones, fine, but not after 20 minutes of a meeting, because that's not going to match what they have to do when they go out in the field. They're not going to be able to take 20-minute breaks when they're playing football or when they're on the basketball court. They're going to have to learn how to focus, and it's an addiction. And with any kind of addiction, we got to wean them off a little bit. We're not going to take it all the way away from them, but there needs to be some moderation for sure.
Here's a quick example of something that was done to prevent social media from wreaking havoc on a team. Recently, Texas Tech University men's basketball team. This season, they won a 3-game road skid. A player suggested that they ban cell phone usage at night. A routine was born. They would collect these cell phones every night, and what they said is something special happened. Bonds were formed, chemistry built there with the team. It took them all the way to the biggest stage in amateur men's basketball here in the States, the national championship game. This story perhaps shows how great kids can be if they just put their darn cell phones down. What do you think coaches, leaders, parents can do to prevent cell phones from wreaking havoc?
Well, the great Tony DeChico in 2008, when I was working with the U20 team, where Alex Morgan was the star of the team, we collected cell phones at 7 o'clock at night every night because we were finding that they were not connected. And all of a sudden, they started to break through the uncomfortable. And it's when you get through the awkward and the uncomfortable, relationships are really formed, which then allows for vulnerability. It allows for better communication. I can now hold you accountable because I trust you and I trust your heart. And I know when you're telling me something, it's to get the best out of me. These are all the great things that happen when you put down the cell phone.
Another thing for all of us to remember, we can't be too concerned about the opinions of others online who are not concerned about us. Dr. Tiff, powerful conversation, much needed.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this is very important. I will finish in 5 minutes, okay? No? Go faster. So, this is very important. This is impact our athletes, okay? And we need to pay attention for this, okay? So, I put this framework of the sport. I'm not going to talk about this. So I think that we have a challenge in renovating infrastructures in some countries, geographical limitation of the sport's popularity, non-Olympic sport, retaining young athletes, okay, and geographical limitation of the sport's popularity, okay. The rules, I put this before talked to Antonio, but there are some, I think this is my suggestion, I don't know if it's right or no, abolition of anti-play line, okay? This was what happened, but I have an idea that is, where is it? The anti-game line removal, where I put that, is to remove the 10 seconds, the 5 seconds attack, you know? When you pass the middle line, you could go whatever you want. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? This rule, it was my suggestion. I don't know if it's good or not, but it could be good. Okay. And other rule that I think we could do is the removal from the goalkeeper area. For me, it makes no sense this area, because the referees sometimes whistle, sometimes don't whistle. It depends on the day, you know. So this is my project. I'm going to finish with this. This is a project that I developed in Portugal. Okay, I'm going to do it in 2 weeks. So I'm going to show the video and then we finish this.
You can clap.
And finish it. Okay, this is for players who want to develop their skills on the off-season period. Okay, so we do this in Portugal. I did this one time in Angola, but it's like it is what it is. Okay, it's one of my the project that I like more because we can help players develop their skills on off-season period. Okay. So it's different. Nuno also does or did other type of campus. I think that they are all great for kids, so they can choose what they want. Okay, they do some kind of skills. I'm not going to show you, but we train these technical skills, and the keepers they do almost same with us. We do on our contact. Okay. It doesn't matter. In Angola, these are in Angola. Okay, this was another project in Angola. Augusto, olha a malta da banda. Yeah, this was a very good project. So I don't know if you have any questions, any doubts. We are tired, almost 2. So I don't know if you have any question, any doubt. Everything okay? Everything was clear? Okay. So was my intention when Antonio talked to me, was my intention to show you my reality. I know that your reality is different, no problem. It is what it is. My reality, it is what it is. So we need to adapt as coaches and to absorb, drink as much as we can from each other. Okay. So thank you all for this week. It was very, very good for me. I learned a lot. I really learned a lot in every conversation that we had here with everyone. So personally, it was an honor to be here. And now I'm going to talk in behalf of my company. Thank you very much to Federation of Macau. Thank you all participants for attendees for being here. I hope that this week was good for you. I hope that this moment was good, and I hope that you can use this kind of knowledge on your context. This is the best thing can happen for us as a company. Okay. Nothing else for me. It's all okay. Thank you very much. I put here our contacts of our company. If you need something, if you want any doubt or something, please feel free to contact us. No problem. Okay. This is my phone number. Okay. This is my personal phone number, so you can contact me if you want. Nothing. If you want just to ask me, André, I want to talk about ring hockey, about I don't know that system you talked 1 month before, 1 year before at that time. No problem. I'm always able to talk about ring hockey and able to help you. Okay. So thank you very much again.
now we can consider that all of you are coaches. We in World Skate Asia, we will certify you as World Skate Asia coaches. Okay? So a certificate will be sent to all of you, certifying that you have attended this course and this seminar, and World Skate Asia will certify you as coaches, okay? Which can open some doors for you in Asia, wherever you intend to do it, okay? So I hope you have enjoyed. We made all this especially for you and for you that are seeing us online. And obviously, I believe that you agree with me that we have wonderful coaches teaching us, giving us new perspectives, now it's up to you to take what they told us and adapt them to your reality. Because they don't want you to adopt what he does, because you can't do it here. You have to adopt and adapt to your reality here. That's the basis of this course and of this seminar. So basically, Nuno, you're great. Your message, I think, it reached to our participants. Andre, we hope you can continue to play and give us the pleasure of seeing you a few more years. Don't play forever, please.
No.
At least a few more years. I think it will be to the benefit of our sport, rink hockey. Rink hockey, I say it again. And I ask all of you to join me in a big hand to our coaching.
Thank you very much.
A standing ovation. A standing ovation. No doubt about it.
Can we please take a picture?
Yes. Take a photo together.
Tchau. Pois, a Jasmina está muito...
She goes. Maybe...
Não percebi. Queres que eu meta? Ah, era fixe.